What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome back to my 100% walkthrough for Crisis Core Reunion. Guys, we are on part number 28 right now and we are in the final dungeon. All of the missions are complete, which does of course mean, guys, we are now on the way to the end of the game. We are getting so close, and in fact this very well might actually be the very last video. It's like we really don't actually have much left to do now, like at all. So let's do it, shall we? Also, I do want to quickly apologize for, you know, yesterday's videos. The mission only, they took a bit longer than than I actually thought they would, to be honest. They took a lot longer than I really would have expected them to. So that's why I had to split them into 2 videos. But you know, it is what it is. Like a 3.5 hour video would just take me way too long to upload, so I had to break it up a little. I am sorry. At the very least, though, we are not going to have that trouble anymore. Also, selfish little plug, you know, here at the start of the video. I am going to be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 6 PM UK time over on Twitch. So make sure you come join us. We're doing the Lionheart mod for Final Fantasy VIII right now. Anyway, with that little plug out of the way, it's now time to basically do absolutely everything, and that includes interacting with these Loveless Act tombstones, and also pay attention to this area. It's like this is where we're gonna have to come later, okay? We're gonna have to come here way later, but for now we've got some other stuff to do. We just needed to interact with that tombstone. We do want to do the optional secret area, because obviously, you know, it comes with a trophy, which we definitely want to get. Which does, of course, mean we are going to have to do some of the more jank stuff. Unfortunately, it's fine though. It doesn't really take that long or anything like that. It'll be super quick, super easy. It just means we have to go a little bit out of the way, sort of like how we have to come back and interact with this tombstone right here, basically. But one of the things I will say is, if you want to just like finish the game right now, if you don't want to do the optional stuff, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. All you need to do is collect these materials that we are getting right now, go back to the screen we were at just, and put them in the middle altar. Okay, once you do that, you basically just go straight through for the final boss. Pretty much, it is as simple as that. If you don't want to do the optional area. However, we do want to do the optional area, so of course we are going to. Once I find my way. Honestly, this last dungeon's a little bit of a maze, just from like the offshooting paths and that. But I think that's kind of normal for, you know, pretty much all like FF final dungeons, really. You know. Right. Okay. Once more interacting. Okay. There's Act 2. Now all we got to do is just open up some treasure chests, and we do need to actually do some fights very soon as well. Oh yeah, I should probably actually do the proficiency. One of the things you guys might have noticed is I have been working on proficiency as well. All that I really have to do is basically like guard. That's kind of all I've actually got left to do right now. I just have to guard, you know. Which is unfortunately going to take a very long time. I do have the barrier break abilities and all that sort of stuff right now. But again, I do have a video fully explaining that if you want to check that out. Right, okay, so we are coming up to the point now where we are basically going to be doing all of the optional stuff here. It's like we've already basically got the materia. I think there's like one more materia for us to grab. I know there's these little pathways like there and over there. Ignore them for now. We will be coming to them later. Okay, so just ignore them for now. It is perfectly fine. Yeah, I think we actually have... No, there's a couple more materia left, I think. Yeah, I think there's 3 more materia left for the actual final boss. So pretty soon, if you do want to, you know, just skip to the final boss, if you don't want to do the optional area and stuff like that, you can actually do that very, very shortly. Okay, we just have one more thing to do, basically. Alright, so there's Act 1. Again, feel free to read them if you really want to. It basically just sums up, you know, the whatchamacallit. Words are hard, guys. Words are hard. It basically just sums up the Loveless play, which, you know, Genesis has been going on about for freaking ages. Anyway, one of the things we are going to have to do now is we are going to have to interact with these live stream things, okay? These are totally optional. This is how we get into the optional area of this section, okay? So if you don't want to do these, if you just want to go straight through to the final boss, you can do that right now. It's like all you have to do is we've just picked up the live materia. There are 2 more materias in this area in treasure chests. Collect them and go back to the area that we were at earlier when I said pay attention to this area. Because that is where you need to place these materias, basically. But we're not doing that just yet. We are going to be doing all of the optional stuff, which does mean fighting these enemies, which is basically just, you know, like terribly modified soldiers, pretty much. And then that's going to open up a little section in this area for us to go to. But again, completely optional. You don't have to do it if you really don't want to. What I will say though is this area is kind of annoying with the lily pads. Alright, okay, so we're nearly done. We just have a few more enemies to fight, and we have 2 more materia to get in this area, and then we're kind of done. However, we will still have the optional area to do, which does take a little bit of time, I'm afraid. And one thing I will mention as well, I have equipped the Heat Soul, yes. We will be taking that off for the final boss, okay? Why? Well, after the final boss, we basically have an infinite gauntlet, pretty much, and we actually need to die there. If we don't die, well, we can't complete the game. We need to die to actually complete the game. And the Heat Soul does have like an auto potion feature, and it also has Smart Consumer, which basically increases item potency. And because I have 99 potions and like really high health, it would basically mean we live forever. We don't want that, okay? We don't want that at all. So that is why we will be taking that off in a little bit. Which, yeah, we are very nearly done now, guys. So one thing I will say as well is I will point out the point of no return for the final boss. So if there is anything you need to do, like, say, you know, completing missions or anything like that, also, there's the secret area. Yeah, if you have anything left to do... Oh, yeah, cage opener. Trophy for unlocking the secret path. But yeah, one of the things I will point out is the final save point for if you actually want to do everything, you know, like your last chance to do missions, max proficiency out, and so on and so forth. I will point that out. But that was the last materia. You can go back now and fight the final boss if you really want to. But we still have stuff to do. So needless to say, we're gonna do that. Unfortunately, the stuff that we have to do now is going to take a little bit of time, okay? It basically involves, remember back in Nibelheim, how we had to fight the Sahagans for the coffin keys? We basically have to do the same right now, only there are a bunch of unique keys. So right there, we just got 3 Goddess base keys, which we're going to use to open up a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, I can't open that, whoops. Alright, so first door we are going to open. So now we can get through the first door. And again, it's just going to be a case of running through, fighting a bunch of battles. Okay, we just have to go through a bunch of battles. And then we can get the keys to open up all the other doors. Luckily enough though, these enemies are incredibly simple for us now. And because we have the Heat Soul, we are getting double drops as well, which is going to make the key farming a little bit easier. If you don't have Heat Soul, then just make sure you use something like the Jeweled Ring. You know, it doesn't matter if you have the Mog's Amulet on or not. Like, they are not like dictated between, you know, common, rare, or anything like that. And I don't think stealing counts. Yeah, you can't steal either. So because I do already have the keys, their drops now become normal. So don't worry about that either. If you don't get a key, it just means you already have enough that you need, basically. Yeah, this is literally just a case of run through, open up some doors, get some materia and some other items, and then we're kind of done. It's not an overwhelmingly big secret area or anything like that, but there is going to be a little bit of a, you know, an optional boss at the end of this area. He's just not really all that powerful. In fact, if you've actually if you've beaten Minerva, then yeah, it's not really that difficult. It's like Minerva is definitely on a whole new level when compared to it, you know? So don't worry too much about that. It's going to be pretty straightforward, to be fair. Alright, okay, so we are nearly done with this area now. We just have a few more items to collect, a couple more keys to get as well. That is why you might have noticed I'm not running around the edges of the room here, simply due to the fact we do need to get you know, all the keys, basically. So that's why we're just going through normally. And as you can see, each of the keys are different. Okay, that is normal. That is normal. So I think we can open this now. Yep, so we can open that door. But we're not going to go through that way just yet. Instead, I'm going to run through this little bit here. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot to open that. Whoopsie. Okay, that's my bad. We are going to go through the other door. Whoops. Right, okay, so up we go. And then we're going to open the thingy door. And hopefully get a few more random encounters as well. There we go. Nice group of 3. That's what we wanted. But they didn't drop a key. God damn it. Yeah, so we've already done the mover, we've already done the nightmare. We just need the new enemies. We need, I want to say, like 2 or 3 more keys right now. So not too many, but still a few. Unfortunately, because of the way encounters work in this game, it is entirely possible that you accidentally avoid a random battle. If that happens and you need a key, just run around the area doing random fights until you actually, you know, until you get what you need, basically, until you get the key. It's like it can happen. The random encounters in this game are a little bit jank, to say the least. Okay, so we don't have a key for the laboratory room. So we are still missing that key, but that's fine. We still have, you know, a few more sections to do right now. So that's perfectly normal. In fact, I think the key is actually going to be in the treasure chest in a minute. Yeah, I want to say it's in that treasure chest, actually. So let me just run down to the end, make sure there's no more random battles. Okay, no more random battles there, that is fine. So, open up this one, and once again, it is going to have a little hole in the wall, basically, for us. And we're just going to run through this. That's going to take us into the other prison cell with the laboratory key. Yep, there we go. Lab key obtained. So, now we can actually get into the lab. Needless to say, we are going back there. Right after I open up this room right here. So we don't really care about the save point or the item, actually. The item is just a Griscris bag, and yeah, we really don't need that at all. We probably already have like 50 of them, to be honest. It's like I really don't think we need any more. But hey, it is what it is. Right, now we just head back to the lab and open that up. Come on. Alright, here we go. So nothing too important in here really. It's like just some information if you want to look at it. So, you know, samples sighted at Subterranean Lake, as there are incomplete samples that are surmised have been absorbed by the live stream. Yada yada yada. There is a treasure chest though. Okay, and what's this one? 5 test samples have escaped. 010, 022, 027, 029, 036. None have completed the transformation, so it is surmised they will naturally perish. Search and retrieval is unnecessary. These are the 5 enemies that we had to fight to open this area up. And also, here's some of the unique materia. We're just gonna kill them though. It's like there's really no point in fighting them, to be honest. Like there's literally no point at all in fighting them. At least I don't think there is anyway. Alright, and now with that... Oh, another enemy, okay. Well, there's the throat key. Perfect. Just what we needed. Just what we needed. So now we can open up the Howling Fang as well. Okay, so next area. This is actually the last area for the secret area as well. So as you can see, we are now basically back to where we were earlier. We've basically just got to make our way there, and then that doorway will take us to that save point with that door up there now open. But before then, we do of course have a bunch of items to get as well. Oh yeah, I can't get in there just yet. Oopsie. So this area right here. So this door right here, number 19, this takes us actually to the other room near the save point. So if you want to go back and use the save point, you now can do that if you want to. But I don't know, I don't really think there's much point. We really do not need a save point right now. Let's be honest here. We really don't need a save point. So again, it's just a case of run through, open up the treasure chest, and make sure you fight everything basically. Unlock everything, fight everything. We do still need a bunch of keys.
Activating combat mode.
Unfortunately, we do have to get a little lucky with the fights. We have to hope for the specific mobs that actually have the keys, sadly. Right, so this little doorway here will actually take us over to this room here, the very top one there. We aren't going to do that just yet. We still have like a bunch of other stuff to do. We still have some more items to get and all that sort of stuff. Still have some more battles to do as well for a few more keys, and then we can take that path. But for now, we're just going to run around. In fact, I might as well start using proficiency again, right? It's like I do still need a little bit more proficiency for normal attacks. I've already maxed out the proficiency for command materia. All I need to do now is the proficiency for normal attacks and for guarding. Barriers is already completely done, so my final 20% is literally just guarding and normal attacks. My normal attack is probably getting kind of close to being capped as well. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to open up a few more doors once again. These ones don't really do anything. However, we do have to go through this bottom one right here to the little cell near the start of the area. It does have 2 materia, and honestly though, these materia are completely pointless at this point in the game. A HP up plus and an attack up plus. Yeah, 100% pointless this late in the game. It's like there is really no need at all for that. Right, so we're not going to open that door up just yet, by the way, okay? We're going to do that in a minute. That's going to be after this next section that we go to. For now, we need to go down the stairs. So, as you can see, there's a hole there, but that just takes us back to the other cell. It does not matter at all. We just need to open up this... Well, we'll open up this cell as well, I suppose. Oh, nice, new enemy. Okay, new key. At least I think this one gives me a key anyway. I want to say it does. Yep, there we go. We got the crown key. Alright, okay, so now with that, I do believe we have all the keys needed. I think we do anyway. It's like, I know we've got the key for this door, and we should have the key for the other door, which gives us the iron bars key and lets us get back, so then we can fight the Behemoth King. Yep, there's the treasure chest for us. And of course, we get stuck into a random battle. Of course, man, of course. But hey, guess what, guys? We're actually basically done now with the optional area. It's like now with the iron bars key, we just have to backtrack now, basically. It's like we just have to go back, open up one more door, go through one more cell, and then we are done with the optional area. We kind of just have to kill the Behemoth King, and then yeah, we're done. It's like I don't think there's much to do after the Behemoth King anyway. No, after the Behemoth King, I want to say it just takes us back to the boss room. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Last door is open. I'm just going to avoid a few random encounters now. We don't need any more after all. Alright, okay. Open up Sal 32. And then this little pathway in the doorway is going to take us back to the save point now. And now, because we have the iron bars key, we can actually do the last fight. And there he is. Behemoth King. Honestly though, we've already done mission mode, so yeah, there's nothing that difficult about this. Like honestly, the behemoths you fight in mission mode are harder than this one. Alright, and there's the final key, the Goddess Wing key. And there we go, guys. Optional area now completely done. So all we have left to do now is place, open up the treasure chest for a random flare material, I guess. Open up the last door using the wing key, which we just obtained. And dun 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 dun, we are now back at the Portal of Severance, which, as you can see, is basically the final boss area. This is just a little bit of a unique area that we can see now because we did do the optional area. But yeah, nice looking area, isn't it? So, all we have to do now is ride the elevator down to the bottom floor, and then we just have to place the materia in. So, all the materia we've been gathering in this area, you know, like the light materia, the heaven materia, the ground materia, and so on and so forth, that just goes in there, and then that'll open up that doorway, which gives us the final boss. Now, one thing to note, this is the final save point, okay? We are literally about to fight the final boss right now. After this, there is nothing left, okay? This is quite literally the final boss that we are going to fight. So, this is the final point that you can do any of your extra stuff, okay? If you need to do missions or anything like that, this is your last chance to do that with. Also, you might not like the idea, because we do have the boss coming up. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Take off your HP boosting items, and also anything that will help you stay alive. I know, it seems weird to do that right for the final boss, but trust me, you're going to want to. Okay, you are absolutely going to want to do this, just for the infinite enemy spawn that will actually come soon, okay? Because, as I say, like, it can take literally hours to eventually die. There is a rumor that the enemies do start getting stronger and stronger the longer you go, but I can't confirm or deny that. Like, I've never been bothered enough to actually try that, okay? So again, just take off anything that would help you survive. So mug can come off, costly punch can come off, doesn't matter. It's like my magic and my attack is high enough. That's all I care about. You know, that's literally all I care about. If you really want to, you could throw something like brutal on, so you can break the damage cap, just so you can get through the bosses quicker. You could also, you know, just throw on some stuff like the assault charge, which boosts your attack and your magic, but it does decrease your defense. This is actually not a bad idea. To be honest, this is actually not a bad idea, okay? Mainly due to the fact it will make it actually go quicker later on. So I do actually suggest doing that. And then, of course, if you want to, you know, you can throw on some other stuff, like, you know, guaranteed critical, guaranteed endure. Why not? You know, why not? We really don't need anything else at this point. We're just trying to make our life easier coming up momentarily. But for now, it is that time, guys. It is time for the boss battle. So, let's do it. So all we have to do, place the materia in the weird pedestal-like thing right now. Obviously, these are all the materia we picked up earlier. So we just place them in and the door will open for us. But listen to the actual cutscenes here.
If I set goddess materia in these indentations, that door will open. Is that it?
You know, this is one of those places that I really wish we actually had more story for. You know, I really wish we knew a lot more about this place. Like, who is the goddess? Why is this materia so special? Like, obviously, the live stream, the planet must have made this unique materia, right? So, what is it about this area? Like, we don't really know anything about it. So all we're going to do now is we're going to set the materia. All 7 get set automatically, and here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, so that wasn't actually the point of no return. Instead, this is the point of no return. Whoopsie. Yeah, I kind of forgot that this guy was a thing. I thought it just automatically put us through the door. It's been a little while, guys. Okay, it's been a little while. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to make another save. We're just gonna save here. This now is the point of no return. You cannot get further than this right now. Okay, once you go through that door, you are locked in to fighting the final boss, okay? And in fact, what I'm going to do real quick, guys, what I'm going to do is I am going to end this video right here just so we can use this video as a guide for the optional area. And then the next video is just going to be the final boss and the ending. However, one thing I will note is both videos will come out literally right next to each other, basically. So don't worry about that. I'm just making it easier for people to search to how to unlock the secret area. Still though, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I hope it's helped. If it has, please be sure to smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Until next time though, everybody, I will see you soon.